We are now going to talk about the labs portion of the class. As you can see in the syllabus, the labs portion is worth 10% of the total grade. And let's go down to labs. And as mentioned before in the previous video for group discussions, the labs is the other component that have requirements that are due through not at the end of the term. Due throughout the term. So the main purpose of the labs is to help you have a better understanding of what will be required for the final project. So you'll notice in Lab 1, which we'll get to in a moment, that it will help you kind of understand the formatting of the final project paper. So the instructions for each of the labs can be found on the document sharing tab of MyLabs Plus under the labs folder. And you're able to work with classmates and ask questions and kind of talk about things through the discussion forums if you need, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But each of the labs that will have, but you must turn in your own work at the end. Each of the labs will have a Dropbox located in the document sharing tab of MyLabs Plus under the lab blank, and I'll be showing you Lab 1 Dropbox. Okay, so let's go to that location. Alright, so we're at course home, which is the first thing you'll see. And let's go down to document sharing. And you'll notice that there's a Lab 1 right here. Click on Lab 1, and then you'll notice that there's 3 documents here. The Lab 1 is where you'll find the Lab 1 instructions. So you'll look at the Lab 1 instructions and read it through, and you'll get information about that. And I provided a Lab 1 and final project outline, which is a good outline to figure out how the instructions of how to format your Lab 1 and your final project. And the Lab 1 example, which is where I worked through a problem, similarly to how you'll be working out your Lab 1 problem. So let's just open this up really quickly. All right. So we'll see here that the Lab 1 is due July 27th. That'll be by midnight. I didn't put that information in there, but yeah. So it'll be due the same day as your 2 replies to the discussions for the week 3 discussions. And you'll notice, okay, so I mentioned to look at that the Lab 1 example, which I showed you. It's the other document I did not open, but you can check out that example, and it shows you how I work out through a whole problem. And I want you to go through that similar process with this problem right here. Okay, so go ahead and work through that this problem here. Let me know if you have any questions, and then you'll be turning in your assignment, which is a statistical report on this problem right here. Just turning in the report on this problem to the Lab 1 Dropbox in MyLabs Plus, which is where we were located before. Right here, Lab 1 Dropbox. So this is where you'll be turning in your Lab 1 Dropbox. So you'll go Upload Document. Now realize that you only want the instructor, to see what you turn in. So do not click on entire class. Only the instructor should be able to read the document. So make sure you click on that one, and then browse for the document you made and upload the document. Okay, and you'll notice that you'll see it here if you uploaded it correctly. And I'll be able to see it and no one else. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, to help you write a conclusion for a hypothesis test, you'll go to this tab right here, and you'll notice that this flow chart here, some of you took Math 243, you've seen this, but there's a flow chart that's really nice to guide you through the wording of a conclusion for a hypothesis test, so that you'll be using that in Lab 1 and throughout the term, your final project. And here's the syllabus if you wanted to know. And as you can see, the only Lab 1 is here. I'll be putting in more labs throughout the term, so I'll let you know when they're up. Let me know if you have any questions.